Hey, what's happening, guys? It's Sunjoku. We're back at it tonight. We're going to be taking a look at that Raiders-Bengals game that's coming up. I'm not expecting too much out of it. I got a few bold predictions about that game, and I really think that's going to be an easy win for us. We got something to play for. They don't have anything at all to play for. I think the Raiders pretty much got this one in the bag. Before we jump into it, I just wanted to touch on a few quick things. Markel Lee was back on the practice field. That is huge news for us. There's a reason that he survived that Jack Del Rio era. It's because that kid can play. I know the injury bug bites him every single year, but when that kid's out there, he's damn good. And he can't play until we get him until the Chiefs game. So he won't be eligible to play till then. But if we can activate him right before that game, that could be huge for us. That could be a difference maker for us. Really happy to see that he's doing a lot better. Gruden touched on it. Joyner, he's doubtful for this game coming up. So that sucks for us, but he's not hurt long term. I don't think we're going to see him against the Jets. I think he's going to be another guy. We just rest him straight through. Hopefully he comes back full power against the Chiefs because we're going to need him to. That's going to be the key game, and I want all these guys healthy. We're looking really good right now. The next thing was it Jermaine Whitehead, that Cleveland Brown safety that went crazy on Twitter and called that dude out and said all that crap to him. It is what it is. He came in for a workout for the Raiders. I'm not trying to start any rumors. You guys know I can hate rumor videos. But, I mean, he was there. He was in our building. He went through his workouts. He left. There's been no news on it since that. So, I mean, just letting you guys know, he was in the building, so it is what it is. I really don't think we need him. I personally really don't want him on our team. Not because of what he said, just because I don't think that we just need him. I think it would just be a spot that we'd be losing to somebody else that's kind of earned it on this team. So hopefully we don't end up seeing him. I think that was more just a move to see if Joyner was actually hurt. And if he was, we might have ended up seeing that guy. But Joyner will only be out for a week or two, and I think we can definitely make it through those weeks, so it should be fine. The last thing I wanted to touch on before we jump into this, over like the past 5 or 6 days, I've gotten a ton of views and a bunch of new subscribers. You guys have no idea how much that means to me. I truly do appreciate that. For you guys that are new to it, that just subscribed, I honestly started this channel for 2 reasons. One, because I truly love this team and all the hardships that come along with it. And 2, I just wanted people to bullshit Raider football with. I am on the opposite coast. I start talking about the Raiders and wearing all my stuff around town, and people are just staring at me like, the hell's this guy talking about? And it's so cool to finally have people that I can go back and forth with that know what they're talking about. Because I swear every person I talk to now, they immediately just attack Derek Carr. I'd look at them like they're an idiot. And then the conversation ends. So, I mean, it is what it is. But thank you guys. Because having you guys to bullshit with has made watching this team so much more fun. So thank you guys. So let's go ahead and jump into this Raiders-Bengals game. We're going against Ryan Finley in his second start. This was his first start, and he had to start against the Raiders.
Looking for ways to eat better? Public's wellness icons make it easier to find items that fit your needs.
He only threw for
They're simple to
167
spot,
yards,
right on
1
our
touchdown.
shelves.
I mean, he threw for a touchdown.
Choose the ones that are right for you.
Threw for a pick, but his QBR rating was only 16.7. That's pretty tough. I'm not going to sit here and say that the Bengals aren't going to put up points against us, because they are. I mean, we're pretty much going to be working a whole new secondary out there. They're going to end up getting a few plays off. It's not going to matter. I truly don't think it will. Ryan Finley is going to get, that's one of my bold predictions. I said that we were going to get to Phillip Rivers 6 times last week. We got there 5.5 times. We get there 6 times. I'm telling you right now. Our defensive front is going to have an incredibly good game this week. So Finley, I'm sorry. You're going to take another tough loss this week. Mixon's their running back. This kid's a damn good running back. I don't care what anybody says. But the only problem is that he has nobody on this team that will block for him. When the Bengals ended up sitting Andy Dalton and A.J. Green hasn't been playing, every other dude in that locker room was like, okay, screw this. I'm not going to throw myself out there and end up getting hurt. Except for maybe Tyler Boyd. I do like that kid a lot. Got him on my fantasy team. He's actually been playing pretty strong, so I'll take that for no other reason than my fantasy team's sake. But the momentum of this team, it's gone. Completely gone. Their offensive line is terrible. They're going to be missing, well, he's questionable. Glenn is, and then Redmond's questionable too. That's their starting tackle and their starting guard. Even if those dudes play, they're going to be banged up. I do not think Glenn's going to play from what I've read. Our defensive line is going to fucking feast again, and I'm so excited to see it. They deserve it. They're going to go out there and make a statement. We should be able to shut this offense down the majority of the time. Their defense is nothing special. They should be good, but I think they're just getting stuck on the field so much. They're just getting wore out. We'll get to that more in a second, but these guys there's no true supers. I mean, there's no true superstars. The guys that are supposed to be the superstars, like the Atkins out there, Dunlap's pretty damn good, but they're not going to get through our offensive line. Our offensive line Carr's going to have all day, and it's going to make a big difference in this game. It's going to be one of my other bold predictions coming up here. We're healthy. We are almost completely healthy. Dwayne Harris isn't going to play. I'll tell you that right now. He's going to end up being a scratch again. If he's hurt at all, Trevor Davis has all but won that spot over. I've said it before, and a few guys disagreed with me, but I mean, the writing's on the wall, and I love Harris. I truly do, but I really think Trevor Davis is going to win that return job in the long run. Guys will end up being a scratch. Our running back core is completely healthy. Jacobs is going to have a huge day today or on Sunday, but not for the reason that you're thinking. Get to that in a second. Receiving core is ready to go. You're going to see Doss probably be a scratch again, especially since Aitman came in there and caught that streak right up the middle. I think he earned his spot to get into another game, so I think he'll end up being in there for sure. I don't see if he'll see too much play time, but that might just be it. If we hit a big play, then put him out there real quick, fresh, and just streak him and see what happens. Our tight ends should be good to go. I'm expecting Darren Waller to kind of come back out this game. I'm expecting him to actually have 2 touchdowns this game. They don't have anybody that can really stop him. They're going to have to cover on the outside. They're going to have to put somebody on Renfro. And Waller's going to end up being singled up a lot of times this game. And he's going to take advantage of that. He's going to have a huge game. Our offensive line completely healthy. I love when our offensive line is healthy. It just gets me super excited for a game. We will move people this entire game. Because of this, Jacobs is going to have a really big game. But he's going to have a really big game because Derek Carr, this is how people have just been destroying the Bengals this year. They're just completely spreading them out. You're going to see our 3 tight end sets. You're going to see a lot of just the spread formations. I'm really hoping you see an empty backfield with Jacob catching some passes out of the backfield, but I think we'll see Rashard more in that point. But we're going to light this team up. I know a lot of you guys out there, hope you say your name right, I think it was Gordon Raider. He said that he's sick of seeing us kind of sputter out when our defense makes a stop or we'll get a lead and we just kind of take our foot off the pedal. I totally get it. I understand exactly what you're saying, but I put that more on Gruden than I put it on Carr. Gruden likes to jump out to an early lead, sit on that shit, and then just kind of grind the rest of the game out and then just win that way. Sometimes it works. There's a lot of other explosive teams in the NFL, so I'm with you. That kind of gets me pissed off too, and I really think that kind of gets underneath Carr's skin a little bit. But I think this might be the game where you see us just not stop. I think they're going to end up putting about 17 points up, but I really think we're going to be in the plus 30 range on this game. I think Josh Jacobs will get in the house, but I think Carr's going to throw for 4 touchdowns this game, just because that's how you beat this team. You get everybody in the single coverage, you pick them out. Say what you want about Carr. If he has time back there, with the completion percentage that he has through this season, he's going to just destroy this defense. It's going to be a thing of beauty. I cannot wait to see it. Our defense, like I said, we're missing Joyner. he's not going to play. One of the other subscribers, Oregon, commented on my video, and actually Gruden said this after he had commented it. He was talking about putting Worley in that nickel spot and then putting Isaiah Johnson and Mullen as our corners and then having Eric Harris and Swearinger as our safeties. I really didn't think about that as an option. Oregon, way to be. I really want to see that this game. I'd really love to see that be like our halftime adjustment when our defense comes back out, because everybody knows what we're pretty much going to come out starting with. That could be huge for us, and that could be something moving forward for us that could be a huge, huge difference maker. And then, like I said, I mean, if we have Lee slowly coming back and we get him back, he'll slide right in above Compton. I guarantee that. It'll give us a more complete linebacker crew to where we can go out there and line up and maybe a true 4-3 on like a good, solid first down. So we're going to have to see what happens with that. But this Bengals game should be a cakewalk. I never underestimate anybody. I know Gruden doesn't. I know sure as shit Carr doesn't. I do not see this being a hard game for us. Like I said before, we're playing to be in this. The Bengals are 0-9 and have lost all hope. They're pretty much playing for a pick. If they go out there and get some early momentum, it could really, really swing this game. And I would hate that. I would hate that, because when we fall behind, like way behind, especially early, we're kind of done. And so I don't think it's going to happen, but we just need to be cautious. Make sure you guys watch this game. I'll be back in a day or two just to kind of update the injury report and see what's happening with it. See if there's any major changes or if we make any moves or if we end up getting a set lineup. I'd love to see that. But for right now, I think we're looking great. Make sure you guys watch that Monday night game. I know it's the Chiefs in Kansas City, but like I said, it's going to be a major factor, and it's in Mexico City, so both those teams are traveling. It's going to be big. And we are set up right now for victory. If we lose this game, it's because we did it to ourselves. But I don't see it happening. I think we're going to go out there, and this is going to be the first time where we truly kick the shit out of a team. And I'm super, super happy to see it. Until then, we'll see you guys in a day or two. I appreciate everybody that watches this. I'm Sun Joku. We will catch you guys next time.